Hello folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Justice Emmanuel Aqua and this is Mr. J Graphics. On today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to design one-week funeral poster. Without much further ado, let's jump right into the video. So I'll go back to Photoshop, and these are the kind of few informations or the details for this design, and this pictures right here that I'm going to use. This picture is one of the biggest high life musician legend A.B. Currency passed on, and I decided to do a poster about this for this man. This video actually is not paid design, it's not a paid, no one has paid me to do this, but I'm doing this all in the name of tutorials so that you can also get to learn one or two things. So let's jump right into by creating our size, file new. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels, like that. So once I'm done, what I'm going to do is I'll go for my pen tool, and I'm going to change the path to shape right there. Right from there, I'm going to draw something like that from here to here. Like this, okay. Okay, so after that, I'm going to hold my Alt key and click on this node anchor point, and then click close on this anchor point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the colors. There's color that this color is right here. I'm going to drag this to the background like that. Okay, so I'm going to create layer. I'm going to create gradients. Okay, it seems like the size is kind of, so what I'm going to do is, okay, I'll go for my key tool, my convert point tool, then I'm going to push this point on top like that. Okay, and I'm going to hold this back like that. Okay, so this one is actually not working well for me, so let me use the Eclipse and see how it's going to work for me. Okay, I think this is okay, right? This is okay for me. I think this is okay, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, this color right here. After selecting the color, I'll go to layer and then create layer. Then I'll select this color right here, and I'll go for my brush tool, increase the size a little bit, and then drop it right here like that. Okay, so I'm going to create clipping mask like here, like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my I'm going to bring in
Music licensing reimagined.
so you just have to increase the size of my that is the size of my frame, and then increase the size of my flower and place it on top right here. Now I'm going to create shape behind the frame. Okay, I'm going to create shape behind the frame because that is where I'm going to place the picture inside. So I'll go for my rectangle. Make sure you select this. If you select this, whatever you are coming to draw will be on top of the frame, but this is not what I want. I want whatever I draw be behind the, so I'm going to select this and then draw right here. Okay, so you see that it's behind, it's not in front, on top of. Then I'm going to change the color black to white, and it should be kind of ash, like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create solid color, and I'm going to change to this one, and then here we go. So I'm going to bring in my picture. So I don't need of this, so I'm going to so I'm going to bring in my picture right here, and I'm going to create clipping mask, and I'm going to increase the picture right there, here, like this. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm going to do again, is what we're going to type. 1 week observation.
Music licensing reimagined.
1 week. 1 week, right? So after doing this, you need to center align it. And now I have to close the space. Okay, so I'm going to increase the one. the one, and I'm going to close the gap. Now let me change the font. Let me use Playfair.
Music licensing reimagined.
Playfair, and see how it's going to go, like how it will go. Okay. One week observation. So I'm gonna type the observation right here. Observation.
Music licensing reimagined.
And I'm going to place it right here. So you just have to take your time and place it right there. And then here we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to merge all of these, merge them, Control E, and after doing that I'll go to FX gradient, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to what I'm going to do is okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to change the color right there. This one, and then change this one to this one. Okay, then let's use radial font, radial style. Okay, so now what I'm going to type is 1 week observation. One week observation of the late
Music licensing reimagined.
So I'm going to just place it right here. Of the late AB Krante. Where is it? Okay, so of the late AB Krante. Have to increase the size of the name.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
So you just have to take your time and
Music licensing reimagined.
this is Gotham, right? So Gotham. I have to change this one to kind of, a little bit brighter,
Music licensing reimagined.
like that. So let me make this one kind of bigger, a little bit bigger, like that. Okay, so going to this one to 2022.
Artlist.io.
Now let me change the font size, font style to this. Now let me change the color.
Licensing reimagined.
The color to something like that. And let me spread it. Okay, so
Artlist.io.
let me spread this one too, like that. Now I'm going to use, because I'm doing this because it's a tutorial, so I don't actually know the name, okay, the date for the, so I'm just using my own date, I'm just figuring out the date for just the date. So I am just thinking of using any date for this design because there is no,
Artlist.io.
so I think this one will come down to
Licensing
the
reimagined.
background. I'm going to rotate it, flipping it like that. Okay, so I'm going to apply it. I'm going to use filter
Artlist.
and then camera roll. I'm going to change it to BNW, like that. Okay, then I'm going to reduce the opacity,
Licensing reimagined.
like that. Okay, still need to reduce opacity. Now let me create layer mask,
Artlist.io.
reduce my brush, then roll down there. So that's how it's going to be. Then I'm going to lock it so that it will not distract me. Now I'm going to create a shape right here.
Music licensing reimagined.
because there's no, I don't know the exact date, so I'm going to create my own date. Photoshop, you can easily copy a layer style. You can copy a layer effect or style. So I'm going to I'm going to type my own date. Let me check my date. So the date will be like okay, 22nd July 2022.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm going to hide the gradient and then change it to white. Okay, so that will be Friday. Friday 22nd July, and then I have to duplicate this and then bring it down, close it little bit like that, then duplicate, Control J and flip it down, and this is where I'm going to type in and change the color to okay. No, I'm going to change, so Wesley Methodist. Wesley Methodist.
Music licensing.
Wesley Methodist. Methodist Church. Koforidia, near New Malcolm. Okay, so this is what I'm going to decrease the size.
Music licensing reimagined.
Need to close the space. So you just have to take your time, then close the space right there. got them. And let me change this one. Got them.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, so need to close the gap right there. So now what I'm going to type is all friends cordially, all friends and sympathizers, all friends and sympathizers are cordially invited. So I'm going to duplicate this by holding my Alt key, click and drag this one right here, and I'm going to rotate it and place this right here. Need to make this one kind of black.
Music licensing reimagined.
So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so you just have to take your time and arrange it in a way that to make your work look very nice for you. Let me spread this one a little bit, and then here you go. So guys, this is the end of this tutorial. I know you've learned something, and please, if you find this video helpful, kindly do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. Okay, let me create shadow for this. So I'll go for my rectangle. I'm going to draw a okay, let me go for my ruler and then line to this one here, then go for my rectangle and then draw a shape right here. Then I will rasterize it and then go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Now I'm going to blur it. I'm just creating something like a shadow, okay, just like a shadow for my frame. So I'm going to close it like that, and I'll expand it to this level, and I have to reduce the opacity. Okay, so I think this is okay for me. So guys, this is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much, and I know you learned something. Okay, so kindly do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my next